It's being called the pandemic no one's talking about. The Georgia Council of Substance Abuse is seeing a rise in ER visits because of opioid overdoses.
11 Alive's Tracy A. McPeer goes beyond the headlines with the people impacted the most.
He loved sports, loved baseball, loved hanging out with friends. He was a good kid.
But February 25th, just 3 months before his college graduation, Josh Elbaz's little brother Alex died from an accidental drug overdose.
In fact, it was a counterfeit pill that had fentanyl in it.
Weeks later, COVID-19 hit, and as things shut down, the opioid epidemic did not stop. In fact, it got worse.
Overdoses are definitely up nationally. We're seeing that everywhere. And now it's kind of become, I think, sort of the silenced epidemic, so it's behind the scenes.
Robin Elliott calls this pandemic the perfect storm.
You throw in there the isolation of COVID, the staying at home, the lack of 12-step meetings in person.
She founded Georgia Overdose Prevention after her son Zach died in 2011. They distribute the overdose antidote, Narcan.
More requests than ever. Last month was our busiest month ever.
But with so many in isolation, the risk of overdose keeps getting higher.
There's no one there to administer any kind of antidote for you, number one. And number two, there's no one there to call 911.
So she hopes we get through this pandemic while there's still time.
If they die, it's too late. So we have to pay attention to this and keep people alive.
I talked to the Georgia Council on Substance Abuse, and they say since March, the calls to their CARES warm line have been up 65%. They also say the intensity of these calls is higher than it's ever been.
Our Atticus investigators have taken an in-depth look at the opioid epidemic in Metro Atlanta. Our Triangle series examines the impact the drugs is having on the lives of those fighting addiction and their families. We've also shared ways to get help and find hope on the way to recovery. You can watch the complete series on the 11 Alive Atticus YouTube channel.